Hi, my name is Marcellus, and this is Music Talk 101, um, Music Talk 11. And right now, I'm gonna talk about or piggyback on some of the stuff we talked about a couple of days ago on Music Talk 10, and that being some chords that I like to play, or one of the chords. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give you a couple of more of my little tricks on some of my secrets. One being that I love chord and rolling and Yamaha. Okay, and I wish that Elisa still made keyboards like they did years ago, because I love this keyboard right here on the bottom. This is an Elisa's the QS1 or QS 6.1, I'm sorry. And I love this keyboard right here on top. This is my chord analog keyboard, my MS-2000. That gives you that old Parliament sound. Those old synth sounds, those saw sounds, if you know what I'm talking about, and the brass sound, the digital. Well, even though it's analog, but it gives you that nice, warm brass sound. Okay, but so so right now we're playing this. Okay, so I'm gonna play that chord we were talking about the other day. Now you see how big that sounds, and look how it sounds on the bottom. And it's clean. It's clean. That's what I'm looking for when I'm recording. But I'm gonna tell you something else. This is not the only thing you're hearing. So over here, I have two more modules on the bottom, and I'm using one of them. I'm using this one right here, which is that's the Roland Phantom, the Phantom XR. That's one of my secrets. I love the Phantom. And I turned the Triton down, the Trinity Extreme. This is a Trinity Extreme. That means it's fully blown out. When I say blown out, it has like 5 expansion cards in it. It has tons of sounds. But the other sound you don't know you're listening to is this. And the bottom. Okay, so that's the Phantom. That's a Times EP sound. Every now and then I get a little crazy, because I started off when I first started playing keyboards, I guess in 1977 maybe. I used to like funk. Okay, 2 guys that I used to hang with, they played funk. Ooh, man. So, and that's why sometimes I play those little funky bass lines, I like those funky bass lines. But first of all, this other module over here on the bottom you're not listening to right now, it's called a Roland JB880. Okay? One of the reasons why I love the Roland JB880 is because my favorite musician of all time, well, it used to be George Duke. He was #1 on the list, but that changed in about 1980, 81. When Prince became popular, or he first came out, I am a die-hard Prince fan. And I love his sound. I love the way he plays. I love the way he plays piano. I used to love George Duke and Herbie, and I used to love Chick. But man, Prince has such a unique style. And I know I'm a Prince fan, but Prince can play piano. He's an accomplished pianist. And if you get a chance, Google some of his stuff with them playing piano. You'll be amazed. But Prince loves Roland, and he loves chord. Okay. Oh, I got a couple of magazines with some of his racks on there, and that's why I brought that Korg MS-2000 years ago, and that's why I got the JB880. And plus, I have my JB880 expanded. I have a couple of cards for it. This is an expansion card for the JB880. This is the Rich Sound Collection. It has some of those same saw and brass sounds and strings back in the day, that same ones Prince used. And having this card or an expansion card, what it does, This is like adding another synthesizer to your module or to your keyboard. We'll put this back in. So one day I'll do a music talk and I'll use that module. You might be impressed. Okay, so what I want to do now, I want to elaborate a little bit on that chord. Because I said it was a C, D sharp, and F, right? And that would be 3, but every time I play that chord, on top I'll put a G sharp or an A flat. I always do that to give it a better sound. Okay, and then I always add, this is my trick, even though I don't have a bass player, but people say I'm oh God, I don't know how to say it, but I'm a unique keyboard player. So I'll play this as part of the chord. I could do this, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this. So you see the difference in the sound? I could do that, this if I wanted to, or I could do this. And then I could go on. I love that. So what happens is I'm playing the chord, I'm adding some deep bass on one end, but also that takes a place, or it can be a bass line as well. So I'm so used to playing by myself, and this has been happening for so many years. So I'm used to doing bass. I'm putting that in there as well. Hold on for a second. Okay, as well as the chords. And one of the reasons why I like playing chords, like I play in this key, because this key gives you. Now you know when you play chords, sooner or later you might want to add a run, or if you solo, because I'm a soloist, I love soloing. But playing in certain keys allow you to rip off runs. That's why I love playing in certain keys. It gives you a chance to get some runs in there, okay? But let's go back to this chord. So, you know me, so what can I do different with that or add to that? That's gonna sound pretty. So I'm gonna take that chord and I'm gonna go here. See how that sounds? We could go back there. And then we go back to this. And I'm totally into tones that sound beautiful together. And sometimes people accuse me, and they I know it sounds crazy, but they say, man, you play in so many different keys, and they sometimes ask me how I do that, and they tell me it's just amazing. I could go from one key into another key like that, and I guess I'm so used to doing that, and back to the top. I love that sound. But anyway, playing keyboards has truly been a blessing for me, and not because I'm getting rich off of it, but it fulfills a space that a void in me, because I don't have a lot of friends and stuff, and it fills that void. It gives me the energy that I guess I would get from hanging around people. And every now and then I do get to hang out. And don't get me wrong, I do have a couple of friends, but most of them are busy and working. But a lot of them they're not. Some of them are not into music. And my music friends, oh God, we don't even want to go there. But again, this is Music Talk 11, Music Talk 101. One thing I like about playing keyboards, I talked about different sounds, how you would stroke different sounds different. But one thing about a piano, like if I played the same chord again, you could play it in a way that a pianist would do it. You could like. So you could do that. Or you could play it. You could do a walking bass line. See, there's so many things you could do, so many styles. You can make it jazzy. You can get stupid. So those are some nice different changes. I like throwing that B in there every now and then. That B. That lets you run, gives you an option to get a good run in. I love runs. I love soloing. So, again, for those out there who want to learn how to play an instrument, I would suggest keyboards again, because man, there's so many things you could do playing keyboards, playing piano or synthesizer. But again, the main reason why I wanted to do this Music Talk 11 was to talk about some of the things I do and how I record, or some of the instruments I use, because every now and then people ask me that. They say, what are you using to get those sounds? Now keep in mind, I know it sounds crazy as heck, but I have a total of 30 keyboards and modules, 30. And each one, people ask me sometimes they say, why you have so many keyboards? Well, each one has a different sound. Even the piano on the Roland doesn't sound like the piano on the Korg. And if you know anything, if you know me, I love Roland pianos. Oh my God, they sound so nice. And again, I'm a Yamaha fan. Because Yamaha, oh, their piano sounds so real, it just drives you crazy. So I have a few Yamaha keyboards in my collection as well. But I love Roland, Korg. Korg makes, if y'all want to know where I get a lot of my organ sounds from, I'm going to tell you. I get those from the Korgs. Korgs have some of the best organs. Oh man, besides playing a real Hammond, Korg has, I don't know how they did it, but they have emulated that sound. So now actually Korg has some good brass and strings too. So each keyboard and each manufacturer has something that it does that will tickle your fancy, and that's why I use so many keyboards. And again, I like the feel of the keys. This keyboard right here is good for soloing because the keys are so light. You could just solo all up and down, and it doesn't hurt your hands. Your hands won't get tired. So you have to think about that sometimes too, versus a weighted keyboard. All right, everybody, I talked long enough. My name is Marcellus. Again, I wish that, and I'm hoping that you learned something from this Music Talk 11. My company is called Detail Solutions Computers and Audio, and we do teach classes on how to play by ear. We would teach classes. We can build you a computer, put all your software on it, and get you a nice sound card, a nice audio card. This sound card I'm using here, this is a Focusrite. This is a Focusrite 18i20, okay? Has 18 inputs, all right? 18 ins and 20 outs. You pipeline it. You could pipeline it through fiber optics, through ADAT pipeline or Tascam to get you more channels, or you could buy AD extender, and that'll give you more channels. So, and also this sound card is priced perfect. You get a new one for right at $500, and trust me, the pre's inside of this sound card are beautiful. Well, the proof is in the pudding, because that's what you're hearing now. The mic, everything is going through there. The keyboards, the drum machine, everything. So, if you need a computer built for video and audio production, we can do that. We'll even come and set it up for you. There may be an extra fee, but we would do that. And when you order one, if you need one, all you have to do is take it out the box, plug it in. Feel free to check out some of the songs on YouTube that's out there by Marcellus, which is me again, and I have over 207 songs out there, and everything on all my music I do myself. I do mastering, so if you need mastering, we do that. I do all the editing. Normally, there's not a lot of editing involved when I play because I'm not gonna say I don't make any mistakes, but I don't have to do a lot of editing unless I hit the wrong key, and that's it. And a lot of times I could just flow and don't have to worry about that. But if you want to learn how to use your DAW, I don't care what DAW it is. I'm pretty familiar with all of them, except for Logic. I haven't used Logic in a long time since they went to the Mac years ago. But we teach classes on that. www.detailsolutionscomputers.com. You'll see our prices on there, some of the things that we do. And I know I'm saying we, but that I do. Let me say it that way. But and also, if you need to call us at 618-709-6763. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And if you don't get a response or an answer when you call, just leave a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And my name is Marcellus again. This is Music Talk 11, Music Talk 101. Thank you for listening. And all I want to say is peace.